My name is Lauren. I'm 38 years old and a housewife. I retired and became a housewife after marrying my husband, Gabby. We have 2 children. Our daughter, Sophia, is in 3rd grade of elementary school, and our son, Lester, is in 1st grade.
I'm home.
Ah, Daddy, welcome back. Welcome back, Daddy. I got 100 on my test today.
Oh, that's great.
I got 100 too. Lester is just a 1st grader. It's not that easy for him.
Sophia is being mean. Well.
Hey, both of you, you're troubling Gabby, aren't you? Gabby, welcome back.
I'm home.
Gabby works at the city hall, and he says his current department generally allows him to come home on time. Therefore, even though he's busy with work, he manages to get home in time for the kids' dinner and helps out with household chores. He's a husband whom everyone in the neighborhood is envious of. Go take a shower with the kids first. I've already filled the tub with hot water.
Oh, thank you.
During the usual conversation, Gabby's mobile phone suddenly rings. Daddy, your phone is ringing.
Oh, it's from Mom. Let me answer it. Hello?
Hello, Gabby, how have you been? Gabby pulled the phone slightly away from his ears and frowned. I could clearly hear Deborah's voice from where I was standing as well.
Mom, can you lower your voice a bit? It's hurting my ears.
Oh, was I speaking that loudly? By the way, how's Lester? I want to see my adorable grandchildren. It's been a while. Deborah keeps dominating the conversation, making Gabby visibly annoyed. Gabby's parents' home is in the neighboring state, about a 2-hour drive away. We only visit around Christmas, so we see them about once a year. There is a reason for that.
Sorry, we're about to eat dinner, so I'll call you back later.
What? Wait, Gabby. Gabby abruptly ended the call and switched back to a smile. Wasn't it Grandma on the phone?
I'll call Grandma back later. For now, I'm hungry. Let's take a shower and then have dinner.
Okay, all right. Gabby headed for the bathroom with Sophia and Lester. I assume Gabby didn't want the children to hear his conversation with Deborah while they were awake. After dinner, once the children were asleep, Gabby called Deborah back. Honestly? How long are you going to make me wait? I go to bed early, you know. I get sleepy at night.
I didn't want to show the children an angry face. Mom, why do you always focus on Lester and never care about Sophia?
Deborah isn't exactly sexist, but she definitely favors boys over girls. That's why she always prioritized Lester over Sophia, putting Sophia on the back burner. Don't be silly. Sophia is also an important grandchild, but Lester is a boy. So naturally, he's special. It's only natural to have preferences. Even Sophia understands that.
What? In our family, we don't discriminate between boys and girls. You're the only one who says such things, Mom.
These discriminatory tendencies are the reason we're reluctant to visit my parents-in-law's home. That's why I always hated the idea of you living separately. I bet Lauren spoils them and doesn't properly educate them. Even Gabby has changed because of Lauren. I couldn't help but smirk at these words. Little did Deborah know, not being tech-savvy and all, that her call was on speakerphone and I could hear every word. And yet she had no clue I was hearing all her snide comments loud and clear.
Lauren heard everything you just said.
You're ridiculous. The call is coming from you, so there is no way she can hear me.
Actually, your voice is so loud that it's leaking through, even though I'm holding the phone to my ear.
Never mind. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Why do you ask?
If you manage your leave well, you could have a 10-day break, right? You should be able to visit then.
Let me guess. You saw that on some daytime tabloid TV show? Just because it's possible doesn't mean it's happening. I have work on weekdays and I can't take a 10-day break.
The shrill voice of Deborah echoed from the mobile phone set to hands-free. Both Gabby and I made sour faces. Gabby looked at me, his eyes asking, what should we do? She probably thought we could come since it's a long holiday, but we could easily say yes if we had a good relationship with Deborah.
We'll think about it. I'll call you back. Bye.
What? Wait, Gabby, I need an answer right now. Gabby promptly hung up the phone and looked at me.
What should we do?
To be honest, if it were only Deborah, we could easily say no, but we have Clive, who's always been considerate to us, and we would like the kids to see him. That's why we find it hard to immediately turn down Deborah's selfish requests. It's sad for Clive, isn't it?
True, Lester and Sophia keep saying they don't want to see Mom, but they do want to see Dad.
If we just go to see Clive, we'll probably hear something about it.
Exactly. Besides, I'm worried about Sophia. I'm afraid what Mom might do to her.
In the past, when we have gone home for Christmas, we have always made day trips, citing reasons like the kids being small or having plans the next day. But even in that short time, Deborah makes discriminatory comments like, "Lorraine, why is Lester so skinny? He's a boy. Fatten him up a bit. Sophia, forget her. Give snacks to Lester. That is why I was against you living separately." Though Gabby always tries to keep her in check, it's as if it has no effect.
We have put up with it once a year so far. If we give in now, she'll get carried away and make more demands later.
Well, if it's a day trip, I guess it's fine. Besides, Clive has always been good to us. I don't mind doing a little favor for him.
Alright, but if anything happens, you have to tell me immediately, okay?
We finished our conversation past 10 p.m., so we decided to give our reply the next day when Gabby returned home. However, when Gabby came home around 7 p.m. the next day, he said,
got a call from Mom.
As if she had specifically waited for a time when the kids would be awake. Have you given your answer yet?
We were planning to call you back tonight.
Do it sooner, so when are you coming?
We can make it on Saturday the 18th. The kids have plans on Thanksgiving Day.
Alright then, so it's the 18th and 19th.
What? No. It's just the 18th.
What? Only Saturday? Aren't you staying overnight?
Overnight?
Thanksgiving is just around the corner. Stay overnight.
No, that's not possible.
Upon hearing the word overnight, I felt a chill run down my spine. You've got to be kidding. She didn't just suggest staying overnight, did she? I shook my head, wanting to avoid that at all costs, but then, are we having a sleepover? I want to. I want to as well, right, Dad? Can we? Sophia and Lester overheard and started begging Gabby. Hearing the kids' voices over the phone, Deborah triumphantly said, "Well then, it's settled. You'll be coming over for an overnight stay on Saturday." Seeing the children so excited, I felt a sense of regret, but also felt it would be impossible to say no at this point, so reluctantly, we decided to go home for Thanksgiving as Deborah suggested. 2 weeks later, while I was cleaning, my mobile phone, which was in my pocket, rang. I checked the screen and it was a call from Deborah. Wondering what she could possibly want, I nervously answered the phone. "Hello?" Lorraine, long time no see." A long time no see. May I ask what this is about? You've heard about Thanksgiving from Gabby, right? Yes, I have. How interesting. I was surprised to hear you'll be joining us. Huh? Yes, I suppose so. I was under the impression that I had only invited Gabby and the Grands, so you can imagine my surprise. Just when I thought this was another one of her expected annoyances, I heard a loud voice in the background. It was Clive's voice. "Hold on, Clive, I'm on the phone right now."
Enough of this nonsense. Hand over the phone.
After some rustling sounds, the phone was switched from Deborah to Clive.
I'm sorry, Lori. Deborah has been nothing but trouble as always.
Clive, long time no see. Please, there is no need to worry.
No, it's alright. I'm truly sorry. I wish Deborah wouldn't do things like this. My apologies.
I always think this whenever I visit my parents-in-law's home. Why is everyone else so reasonable except for Deborah?
Oh, that's right. When you come over, I was thinking of buying some toys for Sophia and Lester. Sorry to confirm this over the phone, but would it be okay to take them shopping?
What? Of course. Are you sure?
Well, you're taking the trouble to come all this way. If it's me, I thought I would let you indulge a bit.
Thank you so much. Clive's pleasure came through clearly over the phone. I thought it was good that I didn't refuse, but this trip home would result in Deborah causing an unthinkable incident. On the first day back, as I opened the front door to my parents-in-law's home, Deborah hurriedly rushed over. Lester, let's play a lot with Grandma.
Wait, hold on.
As usual, Deborah only seemed interested in Lester, but it's exactly this attitude that makes her so disliked by the Grants. I wonder when she will finally realize this.
Stop it. You're embarrassing.
From behind, Clive scolded her and Deborah reluctantly backed away from Lester. Clive gently patted Sophia and Lester's heads, saying,
I'm glad you came,
and greeted them with a smile. Needless to say, Lester and Sophia also smiled in response. Deborah glares at the scene. We then set down our bags and decided to head to the toy department in a nearby large shopping mall.
I don't know what's popular these days. Can you tell me what Sophia and Lester like?
What? You're buying us toys?
Of course, ask Mommy.
Sophia and Lester turned their eyes towards me, so I nod with a smile and they cheer enthusiastically. However, Deborah is nowhere to be seen. Where's Deborah?
I don't know. She was with us just a few moments ago?
Hey, Grandpa, I want this.
What's this?
It's called orikashi. You can make your own erasers. It's trending at school now. Ah, so this is what you have been wanting recently. Grandpa, is it okay?
Of course.
Sophia joyously places the item into the shopping basket.
Mom, I want this.
Lego blocks. Ask Grandpa. Grandpa, buy this.
Sure, you can put one item you like into the basket.
Thank you. Lester also settles on a toy, and both kids look extremely happy. Just as Lester is about to put the toy in the shopping basket, Lester, Grandma will buy you these encyclopedias and dictionaries, she says, holding an armful of books she had from somewhere. Everyone but Deborah is left speechless. These are all things Grandma chose. They all look interesting, don't they?
Hey, why are you doing this on your own?
Oh, it's fine. Let's just buy it for him.
No, it's not fine. I promise one item each for the two of them.
One each? Huh? You're buying for Sophia too? Deborah glares at Sophia. Sophia steps back looking scared and hides behind me. Then Deborah, focusing her eyes on the shopping basket, abruptly grabs the orikashi and shoves it to Sophia. Then, let's skip Sophia's and buy more for Lester. Give this back. You're older. You can do that, can't you? Just as Sophia looks like she's about to cry, Clive raises his voice, his face turning red.
What the hell are you saying?
Deborah's shoulders shake as she says, Hey, stop it. You're embarrassing me. Other customers are looking.
The one who should be embarrassed is you. How dare you do this to Sophia?
Clive, Sophia is scared. Clive immediately comes to his senses and directs a smile at Sophia. Patting the near-crying Sophia on her head, he says,
I'm sorry, Sophia. Grandpa is not angry anymore.
Yeah.
Alright, let's go buy the toys and head back home. Don't worry, we're buying Sophia's too.
Seeing Sophia's smile return, Clive immediately turns his gaze towards Deborah, who is sulking with a displeased expression.
Huh? Do you want to be hated by your grandchildren?
No, that's not it. I was just thinking of what's best for Lester.
Mom, cut it out. If you keep upsetting people like this, we won't bring you along anymore.
Who's upsetting anyone? Deborah desperately tries to make excuses, but no one listens. She ends up buying the toys she had chosen with her own money. Sophia and Lester are beaming thanks to the toys Clive bought them. However, Deborah, not pleased with the situation, causes further trouble later on. Upon returning to the in-laws' home and having delivery steak for dinner, Clive says he's going to take a shower.
Sophia, Lester, do you want to join Grandpa?
I will. I'm too shy, so no.
Alright, Lester, will you join Grandpa then?
Sophia says she will go with me, and Lester and Clive head to the bath first. At that moment, Deborah was suspiciously moving back and forth between the first and second floor stairs. Suddenly, Deborah asks me, Lorraine, are you going to use the bathtub with Sophia? Uh-huh. Oh, yes, we are. Oh, you're going to use the bathtub after all, then I need to change the water. She says, sounding somewhat sarcastic. It felt a bit off to me. I briefly pondered the meaning of her sarcastic tone. Maybe she felt the need to get a jab in after what had happened with the toys? But I decided not to make a big deal about it in front of joyful children and let the minor rudeness slide. However, when Clive and Lester came out of the shower, Lester announced, Grandma, shower's free now. Oh, thank you. Good for you. Speaking properly, she replied. After that exchange, Deborah actually went to change the bath water. Seeing this, Clive said,
She may be like that, but maybe she feels bad about what happened. I think Deborah wanted Lorraine and Sophia to have a clean bath, so she changed the water on purpose. Can't we forgive her?
He asked, sounding somewhat apologetic. I thought that even if she's always sarcastic, she is still Gabby's mother. As Gabby's wife, there are probably things I should be more accepting of. About 20 minutes later, Deborah announced the bathtub is ready. Sophia and I stood up and went to the bathroom. Deborah was smiling throughout, but as soon as we closed the bathroom door, we heard a commotion from Deborah on the other side. What? Wait, Lester! Huh? I want to go in too. Lester heard her and immediately burst into the bathroom. Lester, why are you trying to get into the bath? Hold on, Lester. If you go in now, there won't be room for Laureen and Sophia. You just had a shower. Feeling that something was off from Deborah's anxious behavior, I listened to what Lester had to say and was shocked. But Grandma, you put Sophia's toys in the bathtub earlier. You even put a lot of the colored paint that you gave me as a reward. Mom and Sophia are going to play with it now, right? That's not fair. I want to play too. Upon hearing Lester's words, Sophia and I were stunned, as were Clive and Gabby, who heard it from behind. Deborah's face turned pale. Sophia, go to the living room for a bit. Okay. No, wait a minute. Deborah stands in front of the bathtub trying desperately to conceal something, but I brushed past her to take a look. To my surprise, it's filled with the Orikishi toys Sophia had just bought. Furthermore, the water smelled not of bath salts but of paint, and it seemed to have a faint yellow tint. What is the meaning of this? Are these not toys meant for the bath? Deborah is scrambling to come up with an excuse in front of Clive, but Lester once again throws a wrench into things. That's not right. I told Grandma that Orikashi is for making erasers, so it's not a bath toy. Lester, wait. And she was acting all sneaky, saying shh. So I thought she was going to surprise Mommy and Sophia. Well, it's just what a child said, right? Don't worry. This is a bath bomb. No, it's not. This is the paint from the toys Grandma bought today. I saw her put it in. At this point, Deborah is at a complete loss for words. Lester goes straight to Sophia. Clive, there's a swimming pool nearby, isn't there? I'm taking Sophia there.
Yeah, that's probably best.
Can I leave the rest to you? I want to keep someone who would do this sort of thing as far away from the children as possible.
Leave the rest to me. I'll cover the swimming pool fees.
Why would we have to? At that moment, when Deborah tried to resist, Clive glared at her with an intense expression. Deborah stood there silent and wide-eyed. Clive then raised his voice towards the living room and said, Lester, Sophia, there's a swimming pool near our house. Go there with Daddy and Mommy. It seems the bathtub and shower are a bit broken. As Clive called out to Sophia and Lester in the living room, voices replied, Swimming pool? You say. Can I go too? I'm looking forward to the swimming pool, came the excited response. Laureen, I am truly sorry. Let's go buy Sophia's toys again tomorrow. Take care on your way. Clive said this with a smile. Since Deborah was still trying to say something, I changed my tone and asked, Is there anything else? Deborah stiffened and said, No, nothing. I will never forgive what happened today. Don't ever expect to see either of them again. It was already unacceptable how harshly you treated Sophia. But to harass her like this? But everyone will listen to me. So you think it's okay to harass a little girl because of that? Deborah was at a loss for words. Gabby also struggled to contain his anger and spoke trembling.
I've understood how Mom feels. Dad, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm going to the swimming pool with the 4 of us. Alright, go ahead.
Wait, Gabby, you're my son. Defend me.
I won't call you Mom anymore. To me, you're just an unpleasant stranger now. I can't consider someone who hurts my important family as my mother.
Gabby! I took Gabby, Sophia, and Lester along with our swimsuits and headed to the swimming pool. Both kids were extremely excited at the swimming pool, which they hadn't visited since the summer. It was good to see the children's smiling faces looking so happy. And when we got home, Deborah was nowhere to be found.
Did you enjoy the swimming pool?
Yes, it was so much fun. The pool was big.
I see, that's good. Oh, Sophie, I'm sorry. I accidentally stepped on the box containing the toy I bought for you.
What?
I'm really sorry. So I'm thinking of buying you 2 toys tomorrow to make up for it.
Wow, that's okay then. Not fair, me too. Sophia immediately broke into a smile. Lester also joined the conversation, looking envious, and Clive nodded in agreement with a smile. The next day, the 2 kids were thrilled with the toys they received. We then went to the local theme park with Clive and had a fun day. Of course, Deborah was not there. As for where Deborah went, apparently she was sent back to her parents' home while we were at the swimming pool. A week after our fun day, Clive contacted us to report that they had gotten a divorce. But then, about a month later, what, Deborah? In the morning, the intercom rang. When we checked the camera, there was Deborah. Let me in, please. I came to apologize. As soon as she said that, she began to deeply apologize right in front of the entrance. I'm really sorry. I was wrong, so please let me see Lester and Sophia. Deborah bowed her head repeatedly, pleading at the entrance. Well, it looked like a moment to accept her apology. Thinking, she really has reflected on her actions, I said, no. What? While it's natural to prioritize the children, it seems you have no intention of apologizing to me. Well, even if you said you would apologize to me, I won't open the door. I told you I would never forgive you, right? Goodbye. Wait, Laureen, please. I'll apologize to you too. I then hung up the intercom. It seemed like she was shouting something, but I ignored it. Immediately after, only Gabby went outside to send Deborah away. It seems she went back to her parents' home as soon as he mentioned calling the police. By the way, the 2 children don't seem to be concerned about Deborah's absence at all, saying, "We want to play with Grandpa again," and only mentioning Clive. Neither Gabby nor I have anything more to say about Deborah, and it looks like we'll be visiting my parents-in-law's home more frequently from now on.